Okay, back again, viewers, back again. Of course, we're back on the demolition site, Chapel Street side at the, what was Richardson Way. Just where the Cellblocks is at the back here. We've got two machines operating here at the moment. Okay, yeah, we've got the Hyundai here and the green machine. The green machine, which I have been reliably informed is a Cobelco. So, yeah, this equipment here, the green one, is actually a Cobelco. Never heard of the brand myself, but I have checked it out and it happens to be correct. So thank you there for the viewer that sent that information in. Okay, so we're back on the police cells, as I said, nibbling away at the walkway just above the corridors there into where the holding cells were. It's going to be very interesting when we break through here into all the different rooms, cell blocks, interrogation rooms, everything that's contained within this building. It's amazing the amount of graffiti there that's on the walls that basically was never seen for a number of years, because it was out of bounds, this area. Then walkways, you couldn't use them for the last 20-30 years, so obviously the users have managed to find their way into there, used it as a canvas for themselves and just for their own gratification, if you will, because it was never seen by anybody else until they started knocking these buildings down. So the Hyundai here is sifting through the rubble, picking out any metalwork, any rebar. See, there's a pile of rebar there just in front of the Cobelco. Yes, I'm going to get used to that one, the Cobelco. That's a Cobelco, the green machine. Okay, so you got the skips there on the ground. I'm panning round here, just showing you the state of play at the moment at the back of the cell block here. And you got the toolkit laid out on the ground there, all the different heads for the machines. Yeah, so we're just panning round here now in front of the police station itself there. You can see the gangway leading up to the main building, the tall building at the back there. That was the main walkway, main bridge, so to speak. It's not a bridge of sorts, but it looks like a bridge. Heading right into the entrance, that was the main entrance of the police station there, straight in the middle. Coming over the top here of the Magistrates Court, and of course uncovering this bottom left hand corner where the Volvo's at work. The Volvo's at work. It's been a busy machine in this corner, this Volvo, the last few days. He too is, by the looks of it, sorting a rebar. He's bundling it up, crunching it together. So we'll head back to the cell block at the back there, because not a lot going at the front. So we've got a two-pronged attack here at the moment, so we'll put our sights on the back here because there seems to be more happening. The Volvo is just packing away and picking away as we speak. So we've got the Cobelco at the back there. He seems to be sifting through the rubble, and the Hyundai is actually getting stuck in, I think. Now, what's he up to? Ah, right, okay, so we're nibbling away with a Hyundai at the back wall. Here, the wall that supports the ramp. The walkway to nowhere now. It's absolutely going nowhere. So the Cobelco, the green machine, sifting through the rubble, sorting out the rebar, and the Hyundai's munching away now. The nibbler's on, and he's munching away at this walkway. So I'm going to have to keep flipping to and from the two sites and see where the action is. And at the moment it seems to be everything's going on here at the back on the cell block, whilst on the Chapel Street side he's just sifting through and sorting out. Of course, the Volvo is the stronger of the machines that's on site at the moment, but the Hyundai is more than capable of this job in hand as well. As you can see, it's just that the Volvo seems to be, in my opinion, a lot quicker and a lot stronger. That's if my opinion counts for anything, of course. So he's just compressing the concrete here, reducing it to dust as he goes along. The muncher. Yeah, so as you can see, they've took quite a lot of rebar out of this side as well. Two big bales of rebar at the bottom centre of the screen there. And the jumper's back in, they're back in at the walkway. So yeah, it seems to be more than capable of the job in hand there. He's just nibbling away, working his way through from left to right along this walkway at the top. Not much in the way of resistance here for the Hyundai, the jumper. It's finding it quite easy moving along here. Wow, look at that. He's ripping it off in big chunks. In fact, he's finding it quite simple, the task here. Boom. That puff of smoke that arises each time that's compressed. You know, when that puff of smoke comes up, that's the precise time when the concretes give way under the pressure of the jumper. Back in and boom, there you go. Reduced to dust instantly. It's taking quite big lumps out of this actually. He's having no resistance whatsoever. Just moving along, piece by piece, sorting out the job at hand. Here we go again, on the top. Bang. It's got them prefabricated concrete panels on the top. He just nudged them along out the way when he was chomping away there. He'd already collapsed onto the ramp behind. Just laid on the floor there, waiting to be removed. So it's about halfway through that ramp now. So it's unusual for us to have 3 machines working at the same time. You got these 2 machines working down here. Got the Cellblocks sifting through the rubble. You've got the Hyundai picking away at the ramp as it moves along, and the Volvo is up on Chapel Street doing its bit, sorting through the rebar and filling the skips up at the end. So there's the exercise yard down in the middle of that cell block building. You can see right down in the middle of there, that's where the prisoners used to have their little exercise yard. You got the magistrates court there. On the right hand side of that magistrates court, you can see you've got the stairwell and the lift shaft that goes down into the car park below. Well, what was the car park below? Not much left of it now. And you've got the 4 main courts, 4 main buildings there on the top there. One of them is already obliterated. It's gone, it's reduced, it's finished. A lot of birds here, a lot of birds. So I'll just check out what the Volvo's up to, see if he's doing any demolishing work yet, and as yet he seems to be still sifting through the rubble. Collecting the metalwork, putting it into its different piles, and baling up the rebar. The piles of rebar in the back corner of there at the top. Just laid out on the ground, all in bales, ready to go into the skips. So not much going on here in the way of demolition at the moment. You could tell at this corner when they're going to do something, because they get the water hose. As soon as that water hose goes on, you know they're dampening down, ready to fire away. Okay, so we're back onto the cell block here. Oh, it's got the jackhammer attachment now. The jackhammer attachment is grafting away here. So they've come at the bottom of the walkway, series of steps there. They found it's too much for the nibbler, so they're taking the jackhammer to task on the steps here. Very, very noisy bit of equipment, this one. I've managed to dampen down the sound somewhat for the video. Don't believe me, this is a noisy bit of kit. So it's breaking its way through the steps, through the concrete steps, weakening it as it goes along, so the muncher, the chomper, can come in and remove what's left. And it was obviously becoming too much of a task for the chomper itself, so they brought in the jackhammer to weaken it somewhat. Yeah, so just probing around, finding the right spots to put this jackhammer into place, to weaken those steps so it can drop this part of the complex. You're just going above these 2 doorways, these corridors, into the cells, the holding blocks, the interrogation rooms, the building behind there with the graffiti on the wall there. So we're just panning around, watching this jackhammer in action. As it probes its way through the concrete, moving along. And all the time the Cellblocks working there in the background, sifting through the rubble, pulling out the rebar. The smaller of the machines at Cellblocks. It may be small, but it's still got some power. That. I've mentioned it before, but that's the one that took down the joke shop on Central Drive single-handedly. That machine. A little bobcat in the background there, parked up. Jackhammer powering its way through them steps. You got that opening there that I flew into the other day, where the prison vans used to come in and out. Check out that video, previous video to this. We actually flew into that part of the building. That's where the prison vans used to come and deliver the prisoners or the convicts to go to court. Used to drop them off in the courtyard there and then march them through these corridors into the cell blocks and interrogation rooms, or into the magistrates' courts. Yeah, so the prisoners would be taken from the interrogation rooms through a series of tunnels, basically, series of corridors, should I say, not tunnels. And they'd be taken straight to the magistrates' courts, come up some steps and appear right in the middle of the court without going through any main doors. They'd just appear in the dock, so to speak. No contact with the public whatsoever. From the cells to the dock instantly, and then either back to the cells and released, or into the vans and off to the prison, one or the other. It seems to be powering its way through these steps now. It's certainly not much in the way of resistance to this guy. This Jackhammer. It's amazing, these different heads that go on these machines, isn't it? And they don't even get out the cabs. They don't even have to move out the cab to put them on. They just drive up to them, drop the head off, pick up the next one, and take on the job in hand. Amazing, amazing bit of equipment for sure. It's just a series of holes along the steps here, weakening it as he goes along. Finding it a bit tough going through that piece there. Must be a little bit more in the way of rebar there. Got there in the end though, eh? When this machine's working, you can feel the vibration on the ground all the way around this area. It's so intense. Nearly there, isn't he? There's not many of them steps left now. Nearly there. So still continuing with a series of holes along here, weakening these steps, so then they can get rid of the walkway and all this shrubbery, etc. Seems to be giving in now, doesn't it, under the pressure. It's just like probing it anywhere he feels like. Anywhere he can find a gap, he's in there, isn't he? And he's just trying to weaken it in every place possible. And he's doing a good job of it by the looks of it. It seems to be very, very weakened. Oh yeah, it's crumbled, hasn't it? It's just crumbling away now. Pretty amazing, isn't it? The different tools, the different heads they can put on these excavators. I would say that's all but gone. It won't take much now with the chomping head on it. The T-Rex, stick the T-Rex on that now and it'll be good night Vienna, I think. Well, he's certainly having a good go at it, isn't he? He certainly is having a good go at it. Just a few more holes now and I would imagine it will give way very, very easily. You got to admit, they certainly knew how to build things back in the day, didn't they? They were built to last for sure. I mean, if they weren't demolishing this, it would have stood another 60 years, no problem. So this is going to be the interesting part, this cell block. We're right on top of it now. There'll be all sorts of stories in there over the years, I would imagine. Okay, so we'll go back now to the jackhammer. Let's see how we're progressing. Oh, right, okay. He's given up on the jackhammer. Is he going to change heads? I think he's going to change heads. Okay, I'm gonna follow him. Here, and let's show you how simple it is for these machines to change heads. Hopefully, he's going to be changing the head on it. He's obviously realised that he's got enough holes in it now, and now he wants to Step it up a gear. The 2 skips. Full of rebar, full of looks like steel. It's like scrap metal in both of those. One's rebar and the other one looks like it's alloys and what have you. Okay, yeah, he's coming over towards his toolkit, so he's going to switch the head now. So at the moment he's got the jackhammer head on it, and he's going to switch the head. Let's see what he goes for. Just to show you how easy it is. They don't even leave the cab. They just drop one off and pick another one up. There's one gone. He's going for the bucket. Okay, so he's just going to pick a bucket up now. Not quite right. Give it a little nudge and then he'll be... Yep. Okay, and that is as easy as that. That's what they do. How clever is that? I mean, I bet when these machines first come out, I bet you had to get out the cab, unbolt them, then bolt them back on and what have you. Now it's just as simple as that, just a quick release and off you go, off you trot, on your travels, back to the job in hand. Very, very clever if you ask me. So now we're back on Chapel Street here. Chapel Street, Bonney Street, on the corner of the Magistrates Court building, of course. So I'm just going to pan around because we're coming to the end of the day here. So we're just going to see the progress that's been made today before we leave off. Incidentally, at the end of this, there will be a time lapse tagged on the end of this video. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, a time lapse of today's events, I've tagged it on the end of this one. So stay tuned on this channel. Stay on this channel. Don't move. It'll go through the normal ending, and it will go straight into the time-lapse video today. At one point I was putting the time-lapse videos in the corner. We had a couple of people saying it wasn't such a great idea. I tend to agree when I look back on it. It was covering up quite a bit of things. So for people that like the time-lapses, I thought, well, we'll just tag it on the end, because it's only around about 10 minutes, the time-lapse covering the day's events. So for those that are interested, it'll be there. For those that aren't, we'll see you in the next video. Okay, so we're obviously heading back across the top of the Magistrates Court here onto the corner of Chapel Street, Bonney Street, looking down at today's progress. Just tidying up this the machinist now. He's got his sweeping brush out. I love the way they do this. Put a girder, they grab a girder and level everything out with a girder. Sweep it all down. Give themselves a level playing field for the next plan of attack. I think it's a great idea. So yeah, they took quite a chunk out of the corner of that building now. Got to out of the four courts that was there. I think there's 4 or 5. 2 of them are gone anyway. If there was 5, we're left with 3 remaining skylights now. I'm only going off the number of skylights. I can't remember how many courts were actually inside the building, but we had 5 sets of skylights, didn't we? So we're down to 3. Once again, there's a message there showing you that a time lapse will follow immediately after this. And there's that cell block custody suite. Once more. With its exercise yard, and we're back over the top of the magistrates' courts now. And with that, I'm going to call it a day on this video. Apart from the time lapse that's going to follow straight on once we've done the credits. So once again, thanks for watching, guys. Okay, so here we have the time lapse now. As promised. You see the driver there walking up to the machine. In double quick time. Pecking away, sorting out the rebar. Bundling it up. So what they do is they grab it all together, keep compressing it until they've got like a bale of hay sort of thing. A bale of rebar. They keep chomping away at it, crunching it together. And eventually when he's happy, he'll just pick it up, carry it off, and start all over again. See how he's just compressing it down repeatedly, chomping away at it, spinning it over, pushing it down, compressing it, until he's happy that he'll be able to pick it up in one piece and move it. There you go. Off he goes into the corner. In double quick time. Now he's just sifting through the other bits. And this is what they were doing for most of the day up here on the corner, just sifting through the rubble. And that's the reason why I spent most of my attention on the cell block demolition there with the jackhammer on the opposite side. But all the time I was keeping my eye on this as well, so there will be a little bit of demolishing going on, but it's all on the time-lapse side of it. In fact, here we go. He's dampening down and chomping away in double quick time. Going for the top there. Drag that down. Onto the walkway part of it now. Just chomp away, chomp away, chomp away. And oh, it's getting plenty of water on it now. He's taking the front wall away now. Oh, that's just dropped. It's just dropped a bit. It's going to go down. It's going to drop like wood. There you go. It's gone. Let's drag that out of the way. As you do. How many tons there? They just drag it away. The entire walkways. You know, just reduce it to dust and get the rebar out of it. We certainly made short work of that. So just put the rebar to one side until he gets some more, then he'll compress it down again. Oh, he's got his girder, he's got his sweeping brush out. So he's just giving himself a level playing field for when he starts the demolition. Because we've just dampened down the entire area around behind this machine, so I would imagine that it's just going to be clearing up now, getting the bits and pieces out, separating the metal from the aggregate as you do. I don't see him doing any more demolition. A massive lump of rebar there that he's got to sort out. So it looks like here he goes again, compressing it, working it, baling it. Baling the rebar, ready to go to the scrap man. So guys, put your comments in below if you think this is a good idea, just tagging the time lapses on the end of it. I don't mind doing the time lapses at all. I've got plenty of scope for that. But did you prefer it in the corner of the screen, or did you prefer it on the end of the video? Me personally, I think this is a better idea, because people that don't want to see it in double quick time don't have to, and it's you get to see the full picture on both videos. I'll just tag it on the end. I think this is the better idea of the two, to be sure. Like I said, when you put your comments in, I always take everything into account. And there was a few people that saying that he was missing part of the picture. So I thought, I will just bang it on the end, but just tag it on the end. So here we go, he's just compressing this rebar again. And this is basically what he'd been doing all day, this machine. Done very little else. That's, like I said, that's why I concentrated on the cell block demolition at the back. Okay viewers, if you like what you see, pop your comments in below, and don't forget to hit that like button and the notification bell, because we love it when you do that. And don't forget to share. See you soon in my next presentation. Catch you later. It's not your boy Leroy, signing off. Ta-da!